and thank you for tuning into Crosshairs Television. For this episode, we are at Rancho San Rafael Park in Reno, Nevada for the 2018 Women's Elite U.S. Cyclocross National Championship. Until somebody beats Katie Compton, she is the only true favorite in the race, but Katie Keough comes into Reno ranked second in the world and having a phenomenal season. Ellen Noble, in her first year as an elite racer, is coming off an up-and-down season but has the ability to pull off the upset. The course is a mix of grassy power sections and tough off-camber mountain bike style riding. With the addition of racing at altitude, it is going to take an all-around strong rider to claim the first of two 2018 Stars and Stripes jerseys. The field is out of the grid fast and Ellen Noble takes the hole shot and leads the pack into the long grassy falls flat. Riders face a number of optional dismounts at the far end of the track, the most talked about being the drainage ditch that throughout the championship week has claimed several wheels and at least one frame. Still on lap 1, Noble leads over the barriers with Compton right there. Keough is a few ticks back with the gap to the field already growing. A spare pair of shoes has become a staple in most racers' pit bag. Cassie Maximenko puts them to use in this early race change. As the race hits the run-up and the dirt off-camber for the second time, Noble continues to lead as Compton, racing aggressively, closes fast. The rest of the field faced a run-up as the leaders head back to the start. By the time we see Compton and Noble again, the lead has changed and Compton is starting to move ahead. Strong riding on the tricky off-cambers for Compton and a bobble in the sand for Noble put the 13-time champion in control of the race. Keough, who normally would be with this pair, struggled from the start and was not on a good day. The run-up on the course is a beast. Riders tried to ride it all week long, but in the end, dismounting and running was the best play. Notice how Compton comes wide into the left. This is not the intuitively best line, but a week's worth of riders going to the better line to the right have left a sizable hole and recipe for disaster in its wake. Farther back in the field, Emily Kaczorek and Rachel Rodino navigate the tricky turns at the top of the run-up. Fast forward a lap and we see Compton attack the toughest off-camber on the track. Noble follows the trickier low line of Compton, while Keough, holding steady in third, takes the high line. Making the turn for home, Compton hits the finishing straight with 2 laps to go. As she makes her way to the front of the course, she is locked in and flying. Still within hailing distance, Noble isn't giving up the ghost and is maintaining the gap. Through the dinosaur park, the riders can hear the bell for one to go. As Noble and Compton head to the hills for the final time, it seems as if Compton has this one in the bag. But a bobble and a dismount on the final descent by KFC gives Noble a glimmer of hope. By the time the two hit the finishing stretch, Noble has cut the lead from 10+ seconds to under 4. But nothing is going to stop Katie effing Compton, the undisputed greatest U.S. cyclocross racer of all time, from claiming her 14th straight championship. Noble, in her first try at the elite level, secures second, with Keough holding on for third.
Noble, Keough, your top 3 in the elite women's race. One more time. it's hard because the grass ride's heavy, it's a little sticky, and it's pretty much a falls flat uphill for the first half of the course, and then downhill's pretty fun, and then the second half is mountain bikey. So yeah, there's tons of pedaling and pure power, I think, in the first section, and the second is technical skill. They always get harder. I keep thinking, well, I think if you win a lot, it gets easier, but it never gets easier. You just get a little bit better and smarter at it. But yeah, it was really hard. Eleanor did really well, and she was pretty close the whole race, so I had to really focus. And this course actually required quite a bit of focus, and then also strength and fitness. So it was a little bit of everything, and it was surprising how fast it was. It's probably the fastest nationals we've had in many years, I think. And it's not cold, which is also nice.
With the breathing issues in Europe, do you think some of that is attributable to Europe itself, and now that you're sort of on home soil, that's or is it just not even related?
Well, no, I struggle with like the wet, the moisture, and all the mold spores, and like just everything's wet. Like nothing dries out in the winter. And the forest is wet. There's mud puddles everywhere, and then with all the farming around there too, I struggle a bit with the breathing, but I'm managing it. Some days are better than others. I find the lack of sleep will affect me more than anything, and I've been struggling with sleep coming back from Europe, so it hasn't been awesome, but still getting rest. But I'm going to bed at 7 and waking up at 1:30 every day. I'm like, oh, I can't get up yet. So I think that's more of a factor.
Valkenburg, always a good course for you.
Yeah.
You're looking, I know every year it's worlds, and you've told me before you just don't even put any pressure on yourself for that, but it seems like you're coming to this really strong.
I am coming in strong. I like Valkenburg. I've won there before. I've been on the podium once. I don't know if I've raced 3 times. I don't know how many times I've raced it, but I like the course, and when I have good legs, I race it well. So I'm hoping to have a good World Championships. I think everybody else puts more pressure on me than I do because they want me to win, but for me, I've had so many bad races, especially recently. I've kind of like I need to kind of put that behind me and just go and have a good race, and it is what it is. So hopefully I can get a podium, get a medal. That would be awesome. I'm really happy with that.
Thanks for tuning in to Crosshairs Television. Please follow along and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for plenty more coming from the U.S. Cyclocross Championship.